Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. How are you this afternoon? Welcome to YouTube Tuesday, session 26 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B Creative Cardiology. So glad to have you here with me today. We are playing with the Stampin' Up! In the Pines bundle today. So gorgeous stamp set, beautiful pine wood dies. They've even got the little snows and mountainscapes there. And this bundle is on sale. So mega things going on in Stampin' Up! Today. They started the year-end closeout sale. So everything that is retiring and discontinuing from the August to December mini catalog, that sale started today. Hey Kathy, how are you? And then they released a mega clearance refresh update. The blends markers, they've been selling for $1.80. They had the retired snail refills and things on there earlier this morning. Hey Doris, some card kits, embellishments, all kinds of cool things, but the big deal right now is the blends markers. Things are selling like hotcakes. So that's the thing, the early bird gets the worm. That sale started in the wee hours of the morning today. If you're on my mailing list, I sent out an email yesterday afternoon in my newsletter letting you know all the sales and specials from this catalog, letting you know the clearance rack was going to refresh. I sent out another email this morning. I try not to send too many, but when it's a really big deal like this, I don't want you guys to miss out. So I sent another one this morning with items with pictures from the clearance rack. Hey Philomena, so that you guys could take advantage of those. So I've had a few orders in this morning. I had somebody say that the site was a little glitchy, a little slow, but there is a high volume of orders going on. So please be patient with the site. Stampin' Up's tech support are working as hard as they can just to keep the site running, prevent it from crashing during this mega shopping day. So I do encourage you, I do have my host code, I've put it everywhere. It's SCNXNWGQ. All right, and I do have that published on all of my social media. So, hey Karen. Hi Doris. So we've got, yep, Kathy says the little snowflake sequins, these. Aw, she says those are gone. Hey David, yeah, sun is out. I was like, what is that foreign object in the sky? I didn't recognize it. We haven't had sun in so long. Hey Diana, oh, Diana she was good. She got up at 2:30 this morning and placed her order and didn't have any problems. Hey Sue from Canada, welcome, welcome. I'm sure it's colder in Canada than it is here. It's been in the 20s and we have this little dusting of snow on everything, so it makes it look quite pretty. And so with that being said, we are going to give another chance with our Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. The paper is on sale and I do expect this to sell out. So if it's on your list or you've been thinking about it, don't wait too long. This paper is on sale for $9.20. And then the pine wood dies. So in this case, with the sale price, I know Stampin' Up! Always bundles and you save 10%. The dies, however, are 30% off for $25.20. So that makes it cheaper to buy the stamp set and the dies separately this time. Okay, I don't usually tell you to do that, but in this case, that is definitely the better deal. So let me go ahead, we'll flip this. Hey Simone, oh, from Luxembourg. I did a geography project on Luxembourg when I was in high school. Don't really remember too much, but hey Carol from the UK, welcome. Yes, so I hope you guys are having great sales there and in Europe as well. And yeah, so happy shopping to everyone. I do have a special, let me tell you about that before I go. I am offering a one-day special for all of my viewers. You do have to be a US resident or a US territory to shop with me. But if you place an order today in my online store, so make sure you're using my host code, then I will give you a gift certificate valued at 20% of your product total, as long as you order $25 or more. So with a $25 order, I will send you a gift certificate for $5. If your order is $50, I'll send you a certificate for $10. If you place a $100 order, I will send you a gift certificate for $20. And then you can use these gift certificates to buy new catalog stuff in January. So big deal, because I don't usually give away my commission on top of the big sales. So shop away today. And if you have any questions, please feel free, call, message me, and I can help you with an order. I'm happy to do that. All right, so let's flip around. We've got our In the Pines bundle going on. Let me pull this in, and we should be good to go. All right, my desk is an absolute mess. I have been prepping team projects today and all kinds of cool stuff, and it's a little crazy around here. Okay, so I pushed something trying to give you guys some more light. There we go. I just have to learn how to, let's see here, turn off these lights so that way we don't have those little light beams right in the middle of our project. Okay, so like I said, In the Pines, along with the pine wood dies. They're so pretty. And then of course our Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. So the first project I have for you today, we are using a card base of Pool Party. This is just a half a sheet, so 5.5 by 8.5. We're gonna go ahead and just fold this in half there at the 4.25 mark. Okay, and that's okay. I've got a little, must have got something stuck to my cardstock, but we're gonna cover that up anyways. All right, I have then cut a layer of Pacific Point. So we're doing another bright and fun, beautiful winter card here. This is 4 inches by 5.25. We're not going to glue it down quite yet though, because we have a few more layers. So first thing we have is a layer of Whisper White. Again, 1/4 inch smaller. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. And on this Whisper White layer, we are going to stamp our happy little trees. Who else is a Bob Ross fan? Happy little trees here. And I've cut a pretty little snowy image here from the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. This is 1.5 by 5 inches. So I've cut this so that it will fit right across the top. And then we'll add in some of this gorgeous iridescent shimmer ribbon too. So let's go ahead, we'll glue this part down first. Okay, so this is going to go, so we got all our pieces together here. Put our adhesive on this right along the top here. Okay, and then I'm not gonna adhere this quite yet, but I am going to just cut my shimmer ribbon since I've got this out here. So I've laid this across. I wanted it to extend about, maybe 1 inch on each side so I can tape the ends to the back. That's gonna be really pretty. Now on this piece, this is where we're gonna stamp our trees. So we're gonna stamp the solid image first in Pool Party. So we'll do a little tree scene, just kind of right here along the bottom. Aren't they cute? So let's just, kind of go right along the bottom here. Okay. All right, and then wipe that off with my fingers so it doesn't get on the rest of my project. That's why my fingers are always so inky. Okay, so we did that, and now we're going to come in with some Pacific Point, and we'll do our detailed overlay You know what? I have a piece of scrap. Let's put this underneath so I don't get everything super inky while we extend off the edges. So it's cool, you might notice with the solid stamp here, there's 3 trees. On the detailed one, they snuck in a 4th little baby tree there in the middle, but it gives it really cool detail when you stamp these over top because you get that fun two-tone look. Isn't that neat? Love that. It's super quick and easy. You don't have to like line them up exactly. So we just have this little happy row of trees there along the bottom. Now I am going to clean this real quick on here, but I also want to show you guys, at least when I checked this afternoon, the stamp cleaning, the photopolymer stamp cleaning pads were still, they brought them back. They were on the clearance rack for $4.50. What these are meant for, and when you get it, it's more pristine like a Versamark. But if you have stamps that even though you clean them, the photopolymer tends to pick up some staining from like the reds and the purples, some of those darker colors. If you take this and run it all over your stamp cleaning pad here, kind of foam it all up, and then go back and just wipe it off again. It helps make that nice and clear. It helps restore that. It doesn't take it completely away 100%, but it definitely helps restore your photopolymer stamps. So again, if you want to take advantage of those mega sales happening that started today, so they will extend here through the rest of the month, but can't guarantee that awesome items like that will still be available because everything as well supplies last. But that's definitely something to add to your order. Stamp cleaning pad, it lasts a good long time, and it's only $4.50, so definitely want to show you that. Okay, so probably could have done that after I stamped my greeting here. I'm gonna put that right in here, in there. Now, it looks pretty cool, but I was playing around with the idea of adding some texture with our evergreen forest embossing folder. So what I was thinking was this, is that I could take this piece, stick it in here, line it up. I don't want to like emboss my words, but just kind of stick this in here so it adds a little bit of texture to those trees. So when you do this, this is one of the 3D or dynamic folders. So you want your base with no tabs or anything, just your base. And then if you have the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss, you're going to use plate 4. So your base and plate 4. If you have the Big Shot, then you're going to use the base, no tabs, and the blue adapter plate. So we'll do this and let's see what this turns out. I had a vision. We'll see if it comes out like like I was thinking of. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. That is kind of cool. Can you guys see that? There is the texture that's on there. I think that's really neat. All right, so now that we've got that, now we can adhere this to our Pacific Point. So fortunately, oh, I just ran out of adhesive. Fortunately, the Evergreen Forest, this embossing folder will actually come back next year. It was super popular, so Stampin' Up's gonna bring that one back, but I absolutely love it. It's a really pretty folder. Okay, so let me get out my new refills. I made sure I added a whole bunch of seal refills to my demo pre-order here. All right, so I got that. Just snap it together. All right, good to go. And prime, oh, that one's good. All right, so remember, light touch when you're first starting out with these. It works pretty good. All right, so this is going to have a 1/4 inch border around it. We'll put our adhesive on the back here, and then we'll lay our ribbon across. So we already cut that, so 5.5, about 6.5 inches, actually 7 inches of ribbon is what you need. So you're gonna tape the ends to the back there. Okay, and then you can, whoop, that's sticky stuff. Put a little bit more adhesive right over those ribbon ends if you want, just to keep them good to go. Hey Melanie, how are you? So you're gonna have to catch up. Oh, Doris, you saw Sherry today. I have not seen her in quite a while. Hi, Carol. Okay. Oh, good. Carol got her. Sounds like she ordered her In the Pines dies. She must have ordered late last night, early this morning. The sale went live at 2 a.m. Eastern time. So, hey, Diane. Oh, goodness. Diane got up at 2 o'clock this morning, too. Whew. You guys are early birds. Or you probably went back to bed, though. Hey, Janelle. Aw. Yeah, you guys are. I was up at 7. I figured. Figured that was early enough. I'm not a super early morning person. I don't know. I got ruined of that when I was, so I started working at the post office while I was finishing up college, and I worked the early morning shift. So I had to go in and meet the mail truck at 5 a.m. and then open up the office and get things sorted and ready to go before the carrier came in and then the other clerks. So I did that for 7 years and I don't miss it. Especially this time of year when things are so crazy. I miss it. And I feel for all those postal employees. Things are super crazy, and then now you have COVID, and it's just even crazier than it was before. All right, so I took this particular die. Love this one. It's really cool. And I've already punched it out. I've got just a couple little pieces here left that need to poke out a little bit. But I love it because it's got all those little cutouts and you can see right through it. So I'm actually going to use a couple of mini dimensionals here. Let me find those and place them on a few of those more solid pieces. Let's do when they're at kind of the base of the tree trunk. Do kind of in the middle. And then it looks like I can kind of fit one right up here. So I'm gonna just do a little row of mini dimensionals right up the middle of my pine tree here. And then just kind of add this as an overlay right in here. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? Do we need a little more shimmer? Like a dusting of frost or a light snow? So I got my Wink of Stella. I'm just kind of shaking this here to prime it and get it ready. Oh, Melanie was able to get what she wanted at 8:30, except the snowflakes were gone by then. Wow, well, I guess I should be glad that I had a couple packs in my stash. I stocked up. If I find something I like, I always order like 3 of it. All right, so I'm just actually painting this. Over top here. And it'll be a little easier to see when it dries, but it will have just that light shimmer. Let me see, can I get it right there in the light? Can you guys see the sparkle? I don't know, it's not catching it too much, but it is really pretty. Really simple. Hey Denise, so I love that, love combining that Snowflake Splendor is great for things, not just snowflakes. All right, so I also wanted to kind of do a throwback technique with you guys. A very similar layout, but again, a technique that has been around for a while, but I haven't used it probably in a few years, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to revisit. And so for this technique, you need a large block. So I am using Stampin' Up's E block because when it comes to card front, the block pretty much takes up the whole thing. So you want to grab your E block from your stash. For this one, we are using a card base, kind of going with the almost like a peacock color tone. So we have Old Olive half sheet, that's 5.5 by 8.5. Go ahead, fold that there and score it at 4.25. Okay. Now, like I said, Pretty Peacock is my next color that I am bringing in. Not going to glue it quite yet because we're going to do that same thing. We're going to layer these at our ribbon and then put them on the card base. But I just like to have everything out and ready to go. So the peacock layer is 4 by 5.25, and the Whisper White is 3 3/4 by 5. So everything's just like 1/4 inch smaller. All right, I'm going to bring in my piece of chipboard mess mat here. And I'm going to pull in my foam mat too, just so I have a little bit of cushion when I do this. And we're gonna take our clear block and our lightest color. So I'm going to go with Soft Seafoam, a very pale light green. And we're going to ink our block. We're gonna just go direct to the block here. You can just kind of go all over. Okay, you don't need a ton, it's pretty juicy. It's on there. And then you get this like kind of a mottled look on here. You could spritz it if you want, but I don't really want watercolor. I kind of want that little bit of textured look from the ink bubbles there. So center this on your card front. Go ahead, and that's why we have the cushion. Press it down. Okay. And then, isn't that cool? So it's kind of grainy looking, kind of textured, even though it's actually flat. And then you can just wash your ink blocks, wipe it with your chamois, clean it off with a paper towel, whatever you want to do there. I'm going to just set it aside for right now. All right, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to use similar technique then that we used on the first card. I'm going to come in with my little trees in our, I'm going to go a shade darker. So we stamped our block background. So direct ink pad to block, whatever you want to call it there. That was in Soft Seafoam. We're going to do our trees here. And the next color up, this is Old Olive. And I am going to go a little bit higher. I did these right along the bottom and it cut off their stems when I did the overlay. So I want to do these just a little bit higher across the, I'm going to space it out. So I've got just 2 rows here. I think that looks really cool. All right, then coming in with our pretty peacock, so our darkest color. This will definitely add some contrast here. And we're gonna stamp over, and now you'll see where the actual tree trunks fit. Yeah, so that came out really well. Oh, I love that. So, I mean, really, if you want to know where I got my inspiration for this card, I pulled it from this gorgeous Old Olive and Pretty Peacock. It's a jewel-toned shimmer ribbon, and it's double-sided. So one side has more of the Old Olive, and the other side has this pretty much Pretty Peacock. Yeah, Doris, oh, I'm so glad you like it. It's just such a simple technique, but it's really cool. All right, and so that's where we did. We've got the Old Olive, we've got the Pretty Peacock, and we just needed a light background, which is where the soft sea foam came in. Okay, set these aside so I can give them a good clean. We have room here, so we're gonna go ahead. I love this Thinking of You, this scripty font that's here with the In the Pines stamp set. Of course, you could use whatever greetings you want, but I need so many Thinking of You cards right now just to keep in touch with people. So I'm gonna put this right here, a similar spot. All right, and then let me pull this in. Let's do our ribbon first. Let's place that, and then I cut the skinny tree. Let's see, where did I put that one? I was showing it to you. Who knows where I put it? Anyways, so I'm gonna use the skinny one that's similar to this. It does that cool die cut effect. So you can see they're different shapes, but same effect. So we're gonna use this one and put that in here, but I wanna put the ribbon on first so I know right where to put my tree. So I think I'm gonna place it so that I don't know, that's the Old Olive side. I actually think I like this Pretty Peacock side up, and then the Old Olive edging kind of shows. All right, so we'll cut this again about an inch longer on each side. And then we'll go ahead and put our adhesive on here. So yes, I'm going to adhere the white layer to the Pretty Peacock first. It gives it a little bit of stability. All right, where did I put that ribbon? Okay. Now we'll put our adhesive on the back of this and tape our ribbon to this one. Okay. So, I get the right side. No, I want this Pretty Peacock side up. And that kind of helps hide the edge, like that seam where your block ended too. So I think I'm just gonna cover that right up. Maybe I'll go in just a little bit so I have some of that background showing. Okay, then a little bit more, hold those ends in place. Add this to my card base. All right, I'm liking that. I am. Okay, so let's put some minis on the back of our tree here. Again, one at the base. Oops, it's sticking to my finger now. The base, let's go for the middle. And then, you know what? I'm gonna cut one in half. They're already mini, but I'm gonna cut it right in half with my snips. You can even then use your snips or take your pick tool, whatever you want, and use that to place it on there. Place that one back on my dimensional sheet. I can use it for another project. Oh, did I get the back? It's so tiny. All right, so I put these, and yeah, let's go right between the trees here. I like that. And then we'll come in with our ribbon. We need a little bow here. All right, turn this so I can tie it properly. So slip it in. Make sure to keep it flat. You don't want to knot it or twist it all up. Okay, and then just tuck this under. Now I am going to kind of maneuver it so that that peacock side is showing up so that it lays flat. It's the right side up when I tie it here. Okay. All right, and then we can always slide it up and down the side. I think it's a little bit, is it a little long? Yeah, just a tad. Let me just quick trim it just a little bit. There we go. I like that. What do you think? I pulled in, these are also on the clearance, or not clearance, the closeout sale. The iridescent pearls. These are on page, let's see, the iridescent pearls are on page 63. Those are half price, so they're $3.75 for the full pack. You actually get 140 of these iridescent pearls on there. I thought they might go kind of cool with this, the peacock shimmer iridescent that we have going on. So let's just check these out. And I realized we were talking about the adhesive back snowflakes selling out, but I was going to put a couple on our little snowflake card there. So let's just, 3 is always a good number. So we'll just kind of, let's just put these, we'll kind of frame the greeting a little bit. And then, kind of put it up here. I think that's kind of cool. Kind of fun and sparkly. Neat there, but I thought it was nice to go with a different color combination and show you that they don't necessarily have to be wintry. It could be anything. It could almost be like stars or flashes of northern lights in the evening sky. That would be kind of cool. All right, let's put a couple of these snowflakes on here too, since I've got them out. I did want to put them, put a couple around our greeting. And let's just put one on the tree. Kind of fun. Always good to add a little pizzazz there, little embellishment. Well, I'm sad that these have sold out. Kudos to you who shopped early and were able to get them. But don't miss out. As far as I know, the iridescent pearls are still available. Those are really cool. As well as this iridescent shimmer ribbon. This also is, I believe, half price. So some really fantastic deals. So the Snowflake Splendor ribbon, half price. You can get the whole roll for $3.50. Again, the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper, that's 20% off for $9.20. You can also get the other items, the snow embossing folder and the glimmer paper, also half price. So happy shopping. I hope you enjoyed these projects today. I thought they were super fun. I was really surprised that this In the Pines bundle is being discontinued. So don't miss out. It's a really cute stamp set, and the dies are awesome too. They've even got, like I said, the little snow in the mountains, the little landscape pieces if you wanted to use them with other sets like In the Meadow and different things. So happy stamping, happy Tuesday to you all. If it's sunny where you are, enjoy it. Soak it all up and and save it for those cloudy days. And if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel here. And that definitely helps me continue to keep producing more videos. Lets me know you like them. Feel free to share. Love your thumbs up and your comments too. So thank you guys so much. You take care now. Bye-bye.